Hey YouTube, what's going on? Hey look, I want to make it nice and short and sweet. This is a revelation from a book called Ecclesiastes out of the Bible. It's a book written, it's the revelation I'm going to hit you with that I think can help you in life today. It's a book that was written by a guy named Solomon. He was the son of King David. He became king when he was 12 years old. He died around 52. And around 47, 48, he wrote a book called Ecclesiastes. He was a man that had great wisdom. The Bible said he had more wisdom than anybody else. He had great wealth than anyone else. And he had everything you could think of. Had 700 wives, 300 concubines. 300 concubines, for those you don't know, that's like 300 stripper girlfriends. He had all kinds of gold, silver. He had bronze. He had, he made a temple for God. He made his own mansion. I mean, he had harems. He had all kinds of people working for him. And he had everything you could think of. And when he got to the end of his life, because he died kind of early, he died around 52. When he got to about 47, 48, he wrote a book. And he wrote a couple of books. He wrote Proverbs, but he wrote a book called Ecclesiastes. And in that book, Ecclesiastes, I'm going to talk about chapter 8, verse 14. And in chapter 8, verse 14, he says, he saw this and he felt that it was meaningless. First of all, he said everything in life is meaningless unless you follow God. Unless God makes what you do meaningful, everything you do is meaningless. And everything he saw on the earth, he realized there was wisdom, but he says even in wisdom, he saw wisdom failing. He saw knowledge failing. He saw wisdom failing. He saw foolishness failing. Then he saw wisdom failing. And to make it right, let me just quote it. He says here in chapter 8, verse 14, he says, there is something else meaningless that occurs on earth. The righteous who get what the wicked deserve, and the wicked who get what the righteous deserve. This too, I say, is meaningless. So I command the enjoyment of life, because there is nothing before a person under the sun than to eat and drink and be glad. So basically he's saying he found a lot of meaningless on earth. What's the revelation for us today? Our Twitter, YouTube, Facebook generation, social media generation on earth. What did I just read? How can that help us? Well, how I believe it can help us is like this, is that 3,000 years ago there was injustice on the earth. Today we see injustice everywhere we turn. 3,000 years from now, there will be still injustice on the earth. Injustice, unfairness, racism, sexism is on the earth to stay. It's not going to go away. So what are you going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Everything you drink, everything you eat, everything you do for a living, you're toiling. Be happy. Find enjoyment. Get into it. Because that is the answer to injustice. You will go to work and you will have integrity. You will have accountability. You will have kindness. You will be a team player. You will have all the competencies. They want you to have integrity and accountability, and they want you to be a team player, and they want you to communicate, and they want you to problem solve. All these things, you'll possess those things. However, your supervisor does not look like you. You do not share the same worldviews. You may not share the same faith. Maybe your values are different. You're a great employee. You get along. But because you don't look like him and you don't come from the same culture as him or her, you're not promoted. You're educated. You went to school. You got your 3.5, 3.6 GPA. You've got a university degree. You look good. But you're not promoted. Should that make you want to holler? I'm telling you this first. Before you holler, you need to be happy. Before you fight, you need to be joyful. Before you go and seek justice, You need to find solitude in what you do. Why? Because it doesn't matter. There going to be injustice on the earth no matter what. You're going to get fired when you shouldn't. You'll find injustice with your own mother and sister and brother. You'll find injustice in your own home with the same people, with the same culture, with the same race. Your own mother will treat you bad. Your own father will abandon you. You will find it with the other people. Your own race will put you down. Other races will put you down. You'll find it today, yesterday, and the days to come. 3,000 yesterday, 3,000 forward, you'll find it. So because that is the truth, I'm saying that there is no reason for depression on the earth. There is no reason to be upset and lack of joy because of injustices. Because injustice is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So you need to be happy because if you don't know God, everything you do is meaningless anyways. You will do it right. You'll go to school. You will get good grades, got a good job, integrity, honesty, great worldview, integrity, great values. You're a great leader. You're a servant leader. You do all the right things. But a thief will come into your home and steal it all. Someone will speak bad things about you and take away your credibility on the earth. Someone will do things to you. Someone will fire you when you're good. I mean, hey, I love basketball. Mark Jackson, the guy goes to a place where they haven't won a game in 50,000 years. He goes there, changed the culture, and they turned that team into a winning team. All his players love him. But his worldview is not the same as the owner. His worldview is not the same as the owner's son, so they fire him. They don't really care about winning. They want to make sure that their thing gets done. But fair enough. There are 300 people, 300 little girls in Nigeria. They go to school. They're trying to learn. Some wicked terrorist group come and kidnap them. And now they're in the bush somewhere. No one cares. The Nigerian government don't care. People are losing their lives just with machetes trying to find these terrorist groups. No one cares. There will be injustice on the earth. And it's not all about racism. Whether it's your own family, whether it's your own church, your own mosque, whether it's your own people, whether it's someone else, injustice is here to stay while we are under the sun. The revelation is this. If you're going to seek justice while you're on the earth, be happy first. Be joyful first. Be happy in what you eat and drink and what you do first. Your supervisor is discriminatory towards you. He doesn't want to promote you. He wants to fire you. He wants to treat you bad. Before you get angry, before you want to seek justice, be happy first. Be happy first. Black people, our people, it seems like we've been discriminated against from the beginning of time. Black coaches, last to hire, first to get fired. You're not allowed to go to the game, but you're allowed to work at the game. You're allowed to make him billions while he pays you millions. And he doesn't want you at the game. That does not mean you need to be angry. That does not mean you shouldn't be joyful. That does not mean you shouldn't be happy. Because the truth of the matter is, whether you're white, Puerto Rican, or Jew, there will be injustice in your life. You got to get the revelation. Whatever the case may be, I say seek justice. I'm a law enforcement officer. I think justice is good. But happiness comes before justice. Being happy in what you do comes first before justice. Because the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of meaningless things on the earth. Whether you do it right or whether you do it wrong. The good gets what the bad gets. The bad gets what the good gets. It's unfair. Bless you.